Hi, how's it going?
Can you just tell us what did you get up to for your few days off?
Stayed in Paris. Yeah, it was lovely. Just a bit of walking around the streets, seeing the nice views, and doing a bit of touristy stuff. Yeah, very chilled now, to be honest. It was nice, and the weather was brilliant. So yeah, it was great to get out and I suppose get away from camp for a bit. Have that bit of a refresher, and then back in on Wednesday.
And a well-needed break, physically as well as mentally, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, definitely. The bodies were sore after that game on Saturday, so it was well needed. I suppose the way it fell for us has been good in terms of we'd had 3 in a row, and then that kind of down week, training week, and then into the last game. So it was good timing.
In your role on Saturday, where you came on twice, the first time obviously for the HIA for Gary, what's the mindset when you're coming on there, not knowing am I on for 10 minutes or the full match, like in terms of not unloading all your energy into a 10-minute burst and trying to keep yourself potentially for a full game?
Yeah, it's tough, you know. You just, I suppose, once that whistle blows, when you're on the bench, you need to be ready at any minute to come on. So you know, you mightn't even have done your warm up behind the post, and you might be called in. So I suppose that's the tricky bit of being, you know, on the bench, that you need to be ready at any stage. In terms of when it came on, it was kind of all hands on deck. We were defending our own line, so it was a tense moment. But yeah, it was just about making sure you get on there and be a positive impact and make sure you fit in, I suppose.
And I'm sure you'd love to be out there starting, but like when someone's in the form that like Bundy Aki is in, it's a hard thing to do. Can you just talk to us about the form he's in at the moment, and what change have you seen from him?
Yeah,
in the last 6 months?
He's been brilliant. Yeah, I suppose his body's in great shape. He's flying fit, and he's had a great pre-season, as has Gary. So like the lads are flying it. Their performances have been consistent and have been rock solid, and you know, Bundy's been flying in terms of getting tries on the board. So he's been letting us know that he's near the top try scorers list, which we've been having a laugh about. But yeah, no, listen, they've been outstanding, and you know, for me is just whenever I get a chance to come in, is make sure I put my best foot forward, and whenever I come off the bench, making sure that I put in a good performance.
Does it kind of inspire the rest of you the way he's going with this World Cup?
Yeah, it does. It's great to see. You know, he's a unbelievably hard worker off the pitch and in training. So it's great to see him, you know, get the rewards for the hard work he's put in. You know, and how he's grown over the last few years.
Like, it's so rare to have 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, for the whole, we've always been debating who get picked, and it's obviously changed at times before and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's so important for Ireland, and Stuart obviously has come back and having a baby, but he's quality option as well. He's so well stocked in that area.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a good point. There's always, in the past, 6 Nations, Novembers, there's always been one of us in or out due to injury or whatever. So I suppose, hopefully we can keep us all fit. But yeah, as you said, the quality I suppose we have, we've great strength and depth in those positions. And even the likes of Earls, you've been able to come in at 13. You know, there's and Jimmy, like the depth we have here, I suppose is key for coming into a World Cup. Playing a World Cup is to have that depth, because you know anything can happen.
Is your mindset like you're a great competitor? Like are you firmly trying to get into the team, or do you say, okay, it's a 23-man game, it's going to be 80 minutes, I'm going to play, I'm going to be involved here? Like, do you have to accept, or do you kind of go, no, I'm going to do everything I can to challenge that hierarchy?
Yeah, I think you start the week with, you know, the mindset of putting your best foot forward in training, being as competitive as you can, and making sure when we know that team, you know, that they're prepared to the best they can be, and that's definitely a role of the guys who are in that, you know, not in that starting 15, making sure that we prepare the lads. But then I suppose on the flip side, whenever you get your chance, it's being ready, and coming off the bench definitely isn't, you know, something I've been used to for a while. But yeah, it's about making sure you give it your all when you get on, and you positively impact the game.
It looked like it was a special night, regardless of the fact where you're starting. You contributed in this all. Lots of nice pictures with your family and stuff. It's great to have them over.
Yeah, it was nice. I suppose in terms of atmospheres, it was up there with probably the France game in 2015 in the Millennium. The atmosphere, I suppose, in that game was similar kind of atmosphere, and yeah, it was great to see the family afterwards and share a moment with them.
How do you get up to that intensity? You're defending your own line when you come off that period, the HIA one. That was a major moment in the game.
Yeah. I suppose being mentally on it, making sure you're just ready to go. I think that's the key, and making sure you just hit the ground running. Don't have any second thoughts or doubts about anything, and then just offer as much energy as you can. Give that kind of positive impact and that energy and communication, and let the lads know you're there.
Where and how much do you think you can get better at the team?
I think we've had a good look at what we did against South Africa. I think our defence we definitely showed some great pictures in defence, but we know we can go another level. Definitely in attack we took some steps forward, but again we left some opportunities out there as well. Looking at everything from our set piece line out, how can we get better there? In the first few moments we missed a few line outs, and I suppose that kind of lets South Africa off the hook a bit. So definitely we'll break down bits like that and make sure we learn from it and we grow.
Okay, thanks Robbie. Thanks everyone.
Scotland.
Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, it's a huge win, but it's guaranteed absolutely nothing. And it's against local rivals. They tested in expectations. I presume no one in here is underestimating what's coming next week.
No, and every time we play Scotland, we know, they're going to come for us. And I suppose now we can see what it means to them. What they want to chase. I suppose what we want to chase as well in terms of getting those 4 wins. So I think they're gonna come and have a go, like they always do, through Finn Russell, I suppose, and getting the ball to the width. They'll look and they'll have a plan, and we just need to make sure we're rock solid and we attack it.
Are you like Monday? I think you need a rest for this one.
No, I think he's flying it. I think he lies sometimes about his age. He says he's 28, even though Wikipedia says he's 33. So he's getting younger. But yeah, he's flying. So making sure we're all over our work. We've great week this week to just prepare, make sure we have a plan, and then have it rock solid by next Thursday.
Nice.